Hi, how are ya? It's Trapson here, and welcome back to our adventures in Diablo 4. Last episode, we did some Nightmare Dungeons, and today we are going to be doing a Hell Tide. But before we do that, we're going to spend our obols here and see what we get.
Until next time.
Nice. Not bad. This is actually a good one. You gain 0.3% increased armor for 4 seconds when you deal any form of damage, stacking up to 30%. Not too shabby. It's a low roll, but it's a good aspect to get. Alright, so let's get rid of all this. Our rares. And now we'll check out this one. While you have a barrier active, there is a 7% chance to ignore incoming direct damage from distant enemies. Not that great. Decent roll, though, on 712 item power is pretty high. Two ranks of poison creeper. Thing is, we could use these helmets and then use that helmet and then put another aspect on it. That might be a good idea. It's a lot better than this one, but this one gets 3 ranks of poison creeper. That one gets 2, but also basic skill attack speed, maximum spirit increased as well. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Alright, so here we are in Kiovashad. This is where the Hell Tide is. Check out helltides.com so we know where to go. There we go. We'll get some XP and hopefully some good sacred legendaries. Also, I'm trying to get another elixir that gives us 900 armor. It's pretty damn good. Didn't help us out though with the final boss there, Elias. Still got completely wrecked by him, even though we had that elixir. This is my first time doing a Helltide in the Fractured Peaks. See how this goes. Not like the mobs are any different. It's probably just demons, right? I assume.
Is someone there?
Do you need help?
My child, all alone in this darkness. Please, help me find my baby.
You know what? The only thing would be like a cooler version of Helltides. It could honestly just be like a bunch of portals that have like demons pouring out of them, and you have to destroy the portals, and they just keep spawning for an hour, non-stop. And then this entire area is just loaded with demons, like a ridiculous amount. That'd be a lot better, I think, than this. And like doing what I'm doing right now, like events. There's one thing I don't like about this current event is I just don't like the RP part of it. Like you have to like wait in a solid like 10 seconds to get started. That's like something like I don't know, it's not a big deal to complain about, but
Don't leave.
I don't know, I just think it would be better the other way around. Yeah, I don't really think they need events in Helltides.
Oh, you're still there.
Oh, we got this corpse just shooting at us. And I know I do complain a lot about the game. I've noticed that. But, yeah, I just think there's like a lot of things they can work on.
I'm low on spirit.
But I do like the game. I like the art. I enjoyed the story. The story was cool. The combat's been pretty cool so far. Only like problem I've really had with the combat is sometimes my abilities like just don't like
I need more spirit.
they just don't work when I use them. something will like react right when I press the button. Sometimes. That could be like a game mechanic or like a global cooldown issue, but not too sure. But overall, enjoyed the combat. It's just the game systems that I kind of have a problem with. I will admit, I like Nephilim Rifts more than, I think I've said it before, Nightmare Dungeons. I just don't think Nightmare Dungeons are more fun. Like, if they honestly just put Nephilim Rifts in this game, I'd probably enjoy it more than doing Nightmare Dungeons. And the reason why I think I like Nephilim Rifts more is just because of how random it is. Like, you never really know what you're going into when you're in a Nephilim Rift. Like, yeah, it's the same thing. The concept's the same. But, you know, you're fighting different mobs every time, like a different, like, group of mobs every time you go into a new level. And it's like a new, like, area, too. So it's like, it's completely random. And then the boss you fight at the end is completely random, too. You don't even know which boss you're going to eventually fight. I think is cool, like the randomness of this game is what makes it fun. Like the random chances of getting, you know, awesome loot. The more surprises Diablo has, the better the game is, I think. But I could be wrong, you know, I'm not a game developer, I don't know. I've developed a game in my life, but it's just how I feel about the game, I guess you could say.
I'm not ready yet.
But we'll see what they do. I think they're going to add some cool stuff.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
I know the game's going to be a lot better in a year from now. 2 years from now, it's going to be even better than it's going to be a year from now, I think. I'll just keep expanding on it. I think Season 2 will be the big season to see, like, if they've really listened to the community or not.
I'm not ready yet.
Or what they think the community added that they think are as important to add to the game. So I've read some like crazy stuff that people think should be added, like raids in WoW, I've heard. I just don't think that would work in Diablo. Like 20 Diablo characters fighting a boss. They're clearly trying that with the world bosses, and the world bosses are kind of a joke. The weird thing about the world bosses is that they're either really OP and like they just one-shot you with their abilities, or their abilities don't do anything at all. It's like one or the other. From like my experience, world bosses. Alright, so we got a bunch of cinders there. We're actually going kind of quick. I don't know where we should go now, like down here, I guess. Try to get some more loot. Oh, a bunch of cinders here, nice.
I'm not ready yet.
I think Helltides are cool, though.
Blow on spirit.
I've enjoyed it. Oh, nice, another event. That spawned pretty quick. Look at all of them here. I guess you could say the events are kind of like the portals I was talking about, like a bunch of mobs come out. But I think they could have more events, like just spam the map with events.
I need more spirit.
The more mob density there is, the better. Yeah, we might be able to get 2, guys. Thought we'd only be able to get 1 chest, but maybe we'll be able to get 2. If we don't die. Have to get 170 pretty soon, though. I don't think we'll have enough time. I think it takes around like 15 minutes. Maybe a little bit higher than that for me to get 175 cinders. Anybody getting this? I guess I'll get it. What the heck happened? I thought I just wrecked that boss. See how quick bosses die? Kill sorcerers? I wish my character was like that, man. They just destroy bosses. It's insane. So we're pretty close to being done here. It's probably a good place to actually slay some mobs. Pretty dense right here. Spawn more of them.
I must wait a moment.
We just need 25 more. And the chest is actually kind of far. I think maybe we should just go to the chest. Might be the best idea. Just try to get cinders along the way. Don't really have to do events. I think there's an event right near the chest too. We'll just focus on that. It's like right over here, I think. That's how games are right now. They're all like a work in progress. And that's good though, because like the games become eventually really cool. Like Rust is it's a good example of a game that I played that at the start was kind of like crappy. But now it's like an awesome survival game. I honestly think it's like probably the best survival game out. And they've just been working on it for years.
I'm out of spirit.
Maybe Diablo will get to that point. They'll keep adding stuff, taking stuff from other, you know, ARPGs that's working well. Heard the new PoE's coming out. It's a game I never played. Cool to check that game out eventually. Just always played Diablo.
I'm not ready.
But I heard it's like it's a much more hardcore game than Diablo. Or I guess I should say it's a more complex game. It has a much more complex
I'm not ready yet.
Leveling system, I guess you could say. From what I've heard. Old vampiric. Yeah, maybe we'll have enough time to get a second one. It'll be tough. Vampiric, man. It's rough. Okay, so do we have enough? I don't think we do. There's the chest right over here.
I'm not ready yet.
A few more. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Good old, I don't know what that is. Allergies, I guess. I'm not sick. Just randomly sneeze. There we go. Let's open this up. See what we get. Might have to go back to town. Nice totem. It's good. We got a nice one-hander. Last episode. Alright, so we'll head back to Kiovashad. And we'll get rid of everything. Not too sure if we'll keep doing Helltides. Maybe we'll do a Nightmare Dungeon. See what we get here. So we only have, like, what, 7? Probably have, like, 16, 15 minutes to get, I think, 165 cinders. I don't know if that's enough
You can
time.
take what's left.
Alright, the Sacred Totem. Your core skills deal up to 24% increased damage based on your Fortify amount. Not bad. Another pulverized Druid weapon. Trample now summons 6 landslide pillars of Earth during its duration that deal 78% normal trample damage. Trample is also a nature's magic and Earth skill. Nature's Fury key passive triggers a free skill. Your non-ultimate cooldowns of the opposite type are reduced by 5 seconds. And then we have another one of these barrier legendaries. Then we'll get rid of the barrier one. Sure, we don't need that.
That's good salvage.
That totem's not bad. I don't know if I really want to keep it, though. Probably get rid of this weapon, too. I'm not too sure we have too many of these, so I might keep that. Alright, so let's check out a Nightmare Dungeon. What should we do? Onyx Hold? Crusader's Cathedral? Maybe we'll try Ancient Lament. Using Evade, it leaves a pool of poison behind that damages enemies. That's cool. Drifting Shade. Drifting Shade chases players. This is the one we had last time. Reaching them, it explodes for heavy damage and creates a nightmare field that dazes the victim. Monster attack speed. Monsters attack 20% faster. Monsters near the player deal 100% more damage when attacking from behind, so we gotta make sure we don't get hit in the back. Make sure we use an elixir. I forgot to put one up. So where the heck is this place again? There it is. I hope we get some new sigils. There is a chance that we can get some sigils that we've never gotten before. It's weird how you just keep getting the same ones. It's another thing I don't like. Not a fan of that. I like variety, man. Makes the game more fun. That's kind of cool, though. This part, I like this. Like the player gets like its own affix in the dungeon, a little poison cloud. We dash like that. Works well with our build because we do more damage to poison enemies. poison. You can just drop a bunch of them.
I need time to do that.
Because we, you know, have a bunch of dashes. They're pretty good right there.
I'm not ready yet.
That's a lot of damage. We might hit 64 today. Oh. I just was too addicted to those dashes. I dashed into death.
I need more time.
Gotta stop spamming those. It's a cool effect, though. Okay, so we have to find the first pillar
In
here.
all my years exploring the steppes, I have never encountered this ruin. It seems to have simply emerged out of the basin. I cannot guess why yet. The ancients carved deep into the salt of this area, we assume, for its protective qualities. A structure like this could have held powerful evil at bay. Or perhaps kept it locked inside.
Where's the first one? That was pretty quick.
I need more time.
Get out of that. Are you serious? I'm getting wrecked. I gotta save my dashes. Good old kamikaze mobs. Gotta be walking on your tiptoes. Be tiptoeing in. You see those mobs running around.
I do not have enough spirit.
Wow, that's some serious damage. Take a bunch of damage here. Let's go find the next one. Serious trap. Oh
I'm
man.
not ready yet.
No. This door is pretty good. It's a good spot.
I'm out of spirit.
Until they start using that there. A chill wind. Alright, found the second one, I think. Oh, it's an event.
I'm not ready.
Investigate the
yet.
altar of immolation. Watch out here.
I'm not ready yet. spirit. I'm not ready yet.
We should probably drop this off. The next one's probably close to this area.
I'm not ready yet.
And I think the way they added the randomness to these nightmare dungeons is through the affix from the sigils. It does make it different, I guess, right? Like every time you do one of these dungeons, the way that they make it different is through the extra affixes they've added. So I guess that kind of works. I don't know if it's more random than, or as random as Nephilim Rifts. Oh my gosh, but it's close. Oh, he's got blown up. A little spirit that chases you down, man. That's a lot of damage. Only got 9 lives left. I think get hit by that. Here we go. We gotta watch out though. Get blown up pretty soon. A lot of elites here as well.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
There you go, the final statue. Kind of looks like he's like farting. He does
time to do that. I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Ready to destroy the corruption.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh wow. We gotta watch out for those kamikaze units now. It's a great Affix, the
need
poison
more
one for if you're like
spirit.
kiting. It's probably a lot better as like a range class.
I need time to do that.
Sun is cold enchanted.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, damn it. Should have seen that. It's hard to see. Like that. I didn't even see that coming. Honestly, didn't even notice. There it is right there. Just gotta dodge it. We're gonna get frozen here? Waller with this? Pretty brutal.
I need more time.
Just bring him over here. He's taking so much damage. Nice, level 64 saved our life. That was a close one. Guess we'll just keep going up to get some willpower here. We got a blast wave shrine, nice. Let's go as far as we can with this. Okay, here we go. Put all these leads together here. There we go. That was a good use of that shrine, I think.
I need more time.
Oh my gosh, dude. That thing just... It's such an annoying... That's an annoying affix. You can't even see it. You know what I mean? It just sneaks up to you and then you're like, oh, I just took 50% of my... I just lost 50% of my health. Yeah, you have to be like really paranoid about that. Oh, there it is.
I'm not ready yet.
You can't really use, I don't think you can use abilities. It hits, attacks you. There's another one. Did it hit me yet? There's another one. And like, that's the funny thing, like, it looks like the attacks that these succubuses are doing.
I'm out of spirit.
Comes another one.
I'm not ready yet.
Get out of that corner. There's another one. So we'll bring these over here.
I'm not ready yet.
is the end. Just don't die. Make sure we jump out of that stuff. Another one's gonna come. That one's a real one there. The ones that the succubuses shoot, they kind of look like it. Everything die? Let's get our exploit growth up.
My burden is too great.
Our burden is too great. If we got anything good from this. I don't think we'll kill everything here. We'll just come back. Sometimes when you try to kill the elites, when the dungeon's over, they just like automatically heal or something like that. I find it kind of weird how like the fight stops. Like when you complete the dungeon, like the mobs just go. All right, timeout. I guess it's over. We don't attack them anymore. I think they should should keep attacking you. So we got this vigorous bone weave helm, gain 12% damage reduction while shapeshifted into a werewolf. Not bad. We got a lot of those though. The 686, not bad. We'll get rid of this one.
Win favor, my friend.
We did get level 64. That's good. We're on our way to being a level that where I think we could hopefully hopefully defeat Elias. Might be 2 more levels, maybe? 66? That'll get us another, what, 8 Paragon? I don't think that'll get us to where we want to go, though. Yeah, maybe, actually, yeah. That'll get us right there. Oh, it's 1 away. 66.1 will get us to Heightened Malice. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.